Brett, what has this experience been like? I mean, to get in goal for this game, what does this mean to you?
It really means a lot. Like obviously, coming in here, was a little unsure of what it'd be like as a kid, growing up playing high school hockey here, and just kind of like watching as a kid, being a fan. And I mean, I can't really express what it means to me. Like I can't imagine it going any better than it has these past 4 years, and for all of it to just culminate in me being able to get in the game and just seeing that reaction from all my buddies, all my teammates, and just soaking it in the moment. It's pretty cool. So it means a lot, and I think it's a great way to end the final home game here.
Hey, Brent, talk about what your role is typically in getting the team ready to play week in and week out.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously kind of a different role. I feel like not a lot of people can relate to it, but I mean, it's kind of hard to envision what I do. I don't necessarily feel like I do much, but I guess, just having a positive attitude, being good friends with everyone and just kind of keeping the spirits light. I obviously have kind of like a bit of a less of a biased view in terms of like, I'm not getting as frustrated, I'm obviously just as into it and just as like ready to play, but kind of like more looking a bit more from the outside in terms of like not having kind of like playing time and other sorts of frustrations involved. So I just feel like staying positive and, supporting everyone when, yeah, just any sort of adversity. I feel like, um, yeah, it's kind of hard to describe.
Did you have any sense that you might get in today? Were you ready? What was the plan?
It crossed my mind before the game. And then it kind of like winding down, I kind of like forgot about it. You kind of get caught up in the middle of the game. And, I'm just kind of sitting there the whole game. It's kind of in my head, I'm just kind of sitting there with my own thoughts, and it definitely crossed my mind. And then we scored, I wasn't really thinking about it. I look over and Ike's is walking down and he's like, get in there. And I'm like, I was kind of like unsure how that worked because Doppler had a shutout going. Wasn't really sure how that worked. I'm hoping he still gets the shutout for that. But it was definitely in the back of my head. But when it actually happened, it kind of was like, oh, like, here we go. It was pretty cool.
Brett, what did VG hockey mean to you growing up? I mean, can you talk more about that?
Yeah. So I had kind of a bit of a different story in terms of I didn't really play when I was very young. Both my older brothers played, and I kind of watched a lot of hockey. A lot of my buddies played, and I kind of started late. But the reason I started was because they needed a goalie. So it's kind of a weird start. And I guess I was probably kind of in the back of my head looking for an excuse to start because I kind of was regretting that I hadn't gotten into it when I was younger. And I think just looking back and thinking like when I was 11 years old or 12 years old, when I decided to play and how big of an impact that's made on my life. Like if you think about, it's the reason I went here for college. It's the reason, like my best friends, are who they are. My best friends through high school are on the hockey team. My best friends here at school, all on the team. So it just means a lot because at the end of the day, that shaped the biggest part of my life. Like, it's kind of hard to put into words thinking back, and I don't really reflect on it too much, I guess, but it's awesome. Like, it's the best decision of my life to get in. It's shaped who I am today, and I'm forever grateful for it.